Pranjal, thank you so much for talking in detail. And this is an effort for you. Just sharing, Pranjal is already at the place to get his medical certificate done for the AIC job. So since you're working, how did you balance your preparation for both the aspects? You're also working, from almost 3 years now. So how do you think taking a course was helpful for your IT preparation in that ways? Hello, everyone. Welcome to ixamBee. And I am delighted to have with me Mr. Pranjal Aryan today, who has cleared the AIC management trainee exam from the IT stream. So many, many congratulations, Pranjal.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Pranjal, for coming today to talk to us about your journey of this exam and various other opportunities that you've tried for IT. To start with, first thing, if you can tell a little about yourself, what have you done? And I think you are a working professional. So, what is your experience like?
Hi, my name is Pranjal. I am from Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. Currently, I'm working in IT company as a software developer since 3 years. I've done my graduations from VIT Mesra, Karachi. Uh, for this exams, I've been preparing, I guess, around 1.5 years now. I prepared for NABARD, SEBI, and now this AIC. So this was my first interview, of course. And to ixamBee, my journey is around a year back. I took the NABARD IT course with ixamBee and prepared all the IT related aspect of the exams from there. Uh, so ixamBee has really helped me with that preparation part.
Thanks so much, and we are so glad that we could be of help in your journey, Pranjal. So, Pranjal, like you said, you gave certain exams, NABARD you've given, SEBI, and then AIC now, and this was the first time you reached the interview stage. So, I think commendable. Many congratulations for clearing the interview in your first attempt of giving the interview, because it does become overwhelming when you're first time going for an interview, even if you do have experience many times. But let's start with your first journey. AIC exam had a written exam before the interview. And it had a combination of both your professional knowledge of IT and some aptitude subjects. So since you're working, how did you balance your preparation for both the aspects?
Okay, so coming from an engineering background, my aptitude was quite uh, in a comfortable zone already.
Yeah.
So I just had to practice that. So since I'm working, so I practiced on weekends and some holidays I got in the middle of the week. So aptitude part I covered then and there. And for English, I didn't actually take any specific course. I prepared. I used to read a lot, so vocabulary and all was covered from there.
Yeah.
So point reasoning and English, this was covered through that way. And for GK and other things. Coming to the major IT part, as I mentioned, when I took the NABARD course, I'm actually a graduate of computer science, so I had a background in IT already. So I didn't have to prepare extensively for that. I had to just brush up all the concepts again for the MCQ part. So I took the NABARD IT course in like 2024. In the start of 2024, I took the NABARD IT course. I prepared from that. I gave MCQs and mock tests. Mock tests, I would say, is very crucial for even for IT or aptitude.
Yes.
So AIC exam I had majorly it had IT professional MCQs for around 100 marks, and then quants, reasoning, English, GK, and one descriptive English paper as well. So descriptive English for that I had prepared through like reading newspapers that covered both parts for the current affairs as well as for the
Right.
writing part. So I used to read the newspapers, articles, and then try to write it again. I saw some mentorship videos also on YouTube. From my exam also I saw during NABARD as well. For descriptive English preparation, I used to write those things on weekends and then analyze what were my vocabulary mistakes and grammatical mistakes. And I used to uh, correct them and write them again.
And
So
which
that was the
newspaper?
approach.
Sorry, which newspaper are you following?
I was not sticking to any particular newspaper. I used sometimes I found Economic Times, sometimes the Hindu, or sometimes
Okay. So the
any English
focus was
newspaper.
on articles, reading the articles, and then trying to write in your own words by practicing those articles, irrespective of the newspaper.
Yes, it was just for the English and the current
Current affairs.
topics that are going in the news. So it helped me both ways
Yes.
because the essay more or less comes from the recent trends that are going in the world. That's
Right.
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 So this was the approach I took for the paper.
Right. I think it's a wonderful approach and it works, reading a newspaper for any aspirant. In general, also, if you're not an aspirant, is very, very important. Of course, you can choose your medium. It could be online, offline, but reading one is a very, very good way of enhancing your knowledge base also, and in general, writing styles, speaking styles, and all. So, uh, yeah, highly recommended. And it's great that you are reading a newspaper that ways. Pranjal, I'll go back to your IT professional part. Like you said, you'd taken the NABARD IT course, and that did help in your IT professional preparation. But you had also done your engineering in computer science, so you did have a background. You're also working, from almost 3 years now. So, how do you think taking a course was helpful for your IT preparation in that ways?
Okay, so coming from a computer science background, I already had the basic theoretical knowledge, but it was a long time back. In the year 2022, I graduated, so it's a like 1.5 year gap between these preparations and my graduation. So even though I use in daily life, I worked with programming languages and all, but still the operating system, DBMS, networks, all these topics are very theoretical. And questions come in MCQ format in a very like theoretical way. So I need to brush up those in a short way. So I preferred a course for that. And the NABARD IT course really helped me with that. It had points for each topic and the bullet points that were very precise and helpful for that. Also, the mock tests were quite beneficial. Mock tests I would prefer for any exam, I would say. Mock test is very important. It helps you revise quickly and prepare quickly for those exams. You don't need to learn everything, you don't need to understand everything, but you need to understand what is being asked in the exam, and mock tests help with that. So I would say it is a shortcut to complete engineering graduation in a small time. Yeah,
Okay.
I could go with it.
I'm glad you feel that way. Although the terminology we use, instead of saying shortcut, we say it 50% faster preparation, and that's what we aim for. It's about giving you the conceptual clarity about the topics with the focus of what the exam requires, right? So that is very important. And thanks, Pranjal, for presenting that in an accurate manner, because you have to also understand the need, why you are studying a particular thing and how you should study that particular thing, because each topic in itself, you can do a PhD on each of those topics.
Yes.
Right. So, but you have to understand, yes, conceptuals should be very, very important, because without that, you cannot crack even the MCQs many a times. Not all the MCQs are direct all the time. Uh, so, and depends on what all exams you are aiming. Say, for example, say the IT, they also have a coding paper later on. In NABARD, they have MCQs plus descriptive paper. In AIC, it was only MCQs. So, depending on those aspects, also one needs to prepare according to the requirement. So, very well put, Pranjal, that you have to understand the need and accordingly go ahead. And yes, topics are always mostly same operating systems, be DBMS, networking, programming languages. These are the most common, and now the upcoming ones, AIML, is what getting introduced more and more in these exams. So great. Pranjal, I'll move to the last stage, so that's how you spend good time strategically, spend time on your preparation of the exam. When it comes to the interview, AIC after the written exam also had an interview. And the interview, I think this was your first interview after the interview you gave for the job you're already in. So almost 3 years and the first interview for a government job. Uh, Two questions I have. One, how did you handle the preparation? And was it any different for maybe preparing for an interview uh, when you passed out college and now?
Okay, so there's a huge difference between those two interviews. When I prepared from my college, I got campus placement, but the private interviews of IT, if I say, it's a very there's a very huge difference between that and a government panel interview. So the first thing is the panel. In a private interview, when I gave, it was just a one-to-one meeting with
One to
a
one.
specialist. So it's more comfortable zone. It's more like what you know they will ask from the resume they will ask. But here you can expect anything. It's like a surprise box for you with 7 people ready to give you the surprise. They can be of various fields. They can ask anything, whichever thing is. Majorly, it's about the trending topics of IT that they may, or the IT concepts that they are using, the technologies they are using. So I prepared for all those new technologies like GenAI, ML, and AWS. Uh, and I brushed up my skill also. I prepared for the worst case also if they ask me to write something on it. So I prepared for that as well. But majorly, I think interviews. For this interview, if I say it's my first interview in a government panel, so I was very nervous about this interview. So I took the course interview guidance program of ixamBee in the last, I think, last week before the interview.
Interview, yeah.
But after filling that sheet they gave, so I was even nervous about what they would ask from the sheet. I was not sure. So there was many questions. I was very anxious about what could happen next. So to clear out those questions in my mind, I took the interview guidance program, and for that, that really helped me out with that. Sir's guidance was really helpful. He pointed out what was wrong in that sheet, what was not required, what was required. So I adjusted it accordingly and prepared myself accordingly. He mentioned about the new technologies that I should prepare for, about the depth knowledge of AWS, because I mentioned in my sheet about AWS. I am actually working also in AWS. So AWS cloud was an emerging topic, and I think AIC also is actively working in that field, cloud migration. I think all the government entities are working in cloud now. So for that, sir recommended to go in depth about the concepts that they can ask. So I prepared for that. And it really helped me with the interview. It was really more of a cloud-based interview. So that was very beneficial at the last stage.
Great. Great. So, so nice that you could get over your overwhelmness and nervousness in the mock interview, so that in the actual interview you did not have to face those feelings so strongly. Because yes, it is so important to calm your mind and prepare in the right direction for your actual interview.
Yes.
So, Pranjal, thank you so much for talking in detail, and this is an effort for you. Just sharing, Pranjal is already at the place to get his medical certificate done for the AIC job. So
Yes.
thank you so much for taking out time today out of your schedule to talk to us, share with the students. I'm sure this will be helpful for so many other aspirants looking to make a career in the government side in their professional domain of IT. So wishing you all the
Thank you.
best, and any help you need, you can always reach out to us anytime.
Thank you so much.